Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be talking about 5 tips and tricks that you didn't know in Grand Theft Auto Online. Okay, maybe you knew some of them, but I guarantee by the time you're done watching today's video, you will have learned at least something new. And if you did, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, as it helps out the channel a lot, and I post daily content on this game, so if you want to stay informed with the most relevant and reliable information posted first, you know where to find it. With my shameless plug-in being done, let's get straight into it, and we're going to start off with a really interesting trick that one of my subscribers told me, and that is the fact you can request the Acid Lab and use the Terabyte at the same time. So if we go to Service Vehicles and we request my Acid Lab, you'll notice that when we do that, we're not going to be able to request my Terabyte. It's going to say delivery in progress until my Acid Lab is delivered, and now that it's on the map, if I go to Service Vehicles, Terabyte unavailable while you have the Acid Lab active. The game's going to tell you that for every single business or vehicle that, revolves around that business. However, for some reason, if you enter the garment factory and you have your Terabyte stored in the garment factory, you can actually drive the Terabyte out of the garment factory storage and it will not despawn the Acid Lab. And you're going to see that right now. So my Acid Lab is still on the map, just like where I called it in. We're going to drive my Terabyte outside of the garment factory, and there you have it. Now we have both the Terabyte and the Acid Lab both spawned. In fact, we can drive right up next to my Acid Lab. We're able to enter both of them. We're able to drive both of them. In fact, there you go. So it's kind of weird. I'm not sure what causes this, but I'm not going to complain. It makes life really, really easy, because now you can use both of these vehicles whenever you want. So I guarantee this is something you did not know, but yeah, as you can see, we can enter both of these vehicles whenever we want. Pretty dang sick. Take advantage of this. So, in front of me, I have a bunch of weaponized and armored vehicles. The Half-Track, Night Shark, Insurgent Pickup Custom, and the ZR380. And all of these vehicles have different levels of armor plating that you can put on them. For example, we can see here a Half-Track that doesn't have any armor plating on it. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, well, that person's dead. Those bullets are going right through. But this person, they've got the armor. Wait a sec. Wait, the glass just got shot through. Yeah. First things first, armor plating does nothing in GTA. And I'll showcase that more over on these vehicles here. But a fun fact about the Half-Track is that even though these bullets are appearing to go through the glass, if you actually pay close attention, you'll see that there's a little spark. I can actually zoom in really close here. See that spark that is hitting on the glass? Well, yeah, for some reason the Half-Track, even though the glass is shattered, is still completely bulletproof frontally. So you don't have to put any armor paneling on it to have that bulletproof protection. And what's really funny is running the armor paneling removes the ability to use weapons. Let me show you what I mean. If I try to pull out weapons with armor paneling on, as you can see, it says unarmed. But if I make my way into the Half-Track that doesn't have any armor paneling on it, it lets me scroll through all of my personal weapons. Sticky bomb, pipe bombs, Molotovs, any weapon I want. This is a huge reason why you should never, ever put armor paneling on any of your vehicles. Here's another great example, right? We have the Night Shark, and we have my customized Night Shark. So this one, obviously, these bullets are going directly through, right? They're going right through the front, and they're coming out the back. That's not really too hard to figure out. You can actually see the bullets have come through the back glass. Okay, well, let's test it on my upgraded Night Shark. We've got armor paneling on it. Let's shoot through the front. Oh, how about we check the back glass? Well, it's kind of hard to tell, but it goes right through. Like, it goes directly through. This does not count as armor, as we can see. The glass is not bulletproof. You can see the bullets are shattering through it. It's the same on the side of the vehicle as well. We can see well, it's a little hard to shoot through the side, but you can see that it's shattering every single pane of glass, even if I shoot through the armor. So, yeah, running armor on the Night Shark does nothing. And once again, the difference is that you can't use weapons with the armored one. I can use any weapon I want with an unarmored Night Shark, but using the armor paneling, I can't. And the Insurgent Pickup Custom is the exact same way. Again, we can see the Insurgent Pickup Custom here. Bullets are going right through, obviously from the front to the back, as we can see. And if we use this Insurgent Pickup Custom, you can see even if I shoot through the top, even if I shoot through the bottom, I'm not sure if it'll show it here. Nah, it's hard to tell, but you can see, like, these bullets are going right through the glass. In fact, you can see the glass shatter. Like, there's no point to run armor paneling on any of these vehicles. It's a waste, And again, it stops you from using personal weapons. Look at this. We go into our Insurgent Pickup Custom that doesn't have armor paneling. We can use any weapon we want. We go into the Insurgent Pickup Custom with armor paneling, and it's not going to let us use a single weapon. So I think that really, I think that clarifies the answer. Don't put armor paneling on your vehicles. It looks cool, but it doesn't work, and it gives you a literal downside. So if you didn't know that, now you do. The other thing that I figured we'd talk about is the ZR380. This is another vehicle that has armor paneling. Now we can see here 3 different variants. We have the Future Shock, we have the Apocalypse, and the Nightmare. This Future Shock, frontally, as we can see, completely bulletproof. All these bullets are getting stuck on this front pane. You cannot get shot frontally, which actually makes it an incredible mission vehicle. This here is the Nightmare version. Guess what? They go right through. It goes right through the glass. And it's the same thing for this one, as we can see. It goes right through the glass if you shoot it. So, point being, do not buy the Apocalypse, do not buy the Nightmare variants, because the Future Shock is the only one that actually has bulletproof panels. Why Rockstar decided to do this, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't like the designs of the other two and really like the design of this one. But yeah, if you're going to buy a ZR380, make sure you get the Future Shock variant. Thankfully, at least in my opinion, it looks the best out of the 3. So there's no complaints coming from me there. But yeah, that's something to learn about armor protection. Now we arrive to one other type of armor protection, which is another trick for today's video, and that is Imani Tech vehicles. Did you know that different types of Imani Tech vehicles can survive different amounts of explosions? Let me show you. This here is the Dubachi Champion. It's a gas-powered Imani Tech vehicle. And if we were to pull out something like sticky bombs, we got to scroll for a teeny bit, but there you go. We got sticky bombs, right? If I pull out sticky bombs, we can throw them under my car. And that did not work the way I wanted it to. This vehicle must have been previously damaged. Okay, now we have my personal champion, and this time it shouldn't blow up. So if we throw a sticky bomb, as you can see, we survive it. Now, the champion, when you're inside of it, can survive, I think, 3 sticky bombs before being blown up. So there's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. So this next sticky bomb will blow us up. Dubachi Champion and any gas-powered Imani Tech vehicle will survive 3 explosions, the 4th one blowing it up when it comes to RPGs, sticky bombs, grenades, anything of that nature. What's interesting is that electric Imani Tech vehicles like the Buffalo EVX can survive many more explosions. Let me show you, right? So there's 1, 2, 3. So by the EVX's standard, or should I say the champion, we should be blown up. But as you can see, we tank that 4th, we tank a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and then I think it's the 10th one blows you up. Nope, it might even be 12. Some of these electric vehicles can survive 12. There's 11, and there's 12. Yeah. So you go from surviving 3 sticky bombs with a gas-powered Imani Tech vehicle. As I said, it's all gas-powered Imani Tech vehicles. The Buffalo STX, Dubachi Champion, Granger 3600LX. All of them survive 3 explosions, the 4th one blows them up. However, all electric Imani Tech vehicles, the Obey Ominous EGT, the Buffalo EVX, any of them, Virtue, they survive 10 to 12 explosions. That is an insane amount of explosions, and it's literally 3 times more than a gas-powered Imani Tech vehicle, which is why sometimes electric vehicles are better than their combustion engines. This next trick is absolutely massive, and you need to take every bit of advantage you can before Rockstar maybe patches it. I don't even know if they will. What exactly am I talking about? Well, as you can see, I have set my spawn location to the Fort Zancudo hangar. And every time you log in the GTA, you should also set your spawn location to the Fort Zancudo hangar. And the reason why is actually really simple, but kind of overpowered. For some reason, aircraft that are spawned through the hangar go about 20 to 30 miles per hour faster than aircraft that are spawned outside the hangar. I actually did a whole video breaking down the speed differences, and it not only allows jets, but also helicopters to fly faster. So we can see here that I have just spawned my Savage through the hangar. And what that means is that we are going to fly at a top speed of 163 miles per hour versus the Savage's normal top speed of around 135. That's kind of insane when you actually think about it. And you can test this yourself. If you don't believe me, I'm not the only one who's covered this. TGG has covered this in the past. It's incredibly overpowered, and it allows completing missions and doing anything else so much nicer, because you can take a helicopter that is completely overpowered like the Savage, that's normally limited by its speed, and then you can do this trick and allow it to go so much faster. So yeah, take advantage of this. It's why I would highly, highly, highly recommend to set your spawn location to the hangar, because setting your spawn location to the hangar will always allow you to just hop on whatever aircraft it is and start flying to whatever destination it is, get that job done, and then continue on with your day. That's what I do, but you can let me know. Either way, just look at how fast we're flying on the map. I mean, we are going crazy fast right now. That brings us to today's final tip, and that is to get your hands on level-locked weapons by completely bypassing the lock. For example, this is the RPG. To get your hands on the RPG, you need to be level 100. That is kind of insane, and a lot of players don't want to play that much GTA to get one single weapon. However, in front of us, we have the gun van. And a lot of players don't know this, but the gun van doesn't care what level you are. For example, this week the RPG is available in the gun van, and it will allow you to purchase it no matter what level. This is kind of huge. It's how I've gotten my hands on things like the railgun, the minigun, and other incredibly strong weapons as a low level on my Broke to Billions accounts throughout the years. So definitely take advantage of the gun van. Now I should say it spawns randomly, so even though it's here today, it'll be somewhere else tomorrow, and then somewhere else the next day, and the next day. So it completely changes its spawn location every day. But it is still absolutely massive that you can get these, you know, weapon levels without actually leveling up. So, if you learned something new, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, as it obviously helps out the channel. And apart from that, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.